Not yet. You will though. All right, let's look at this next one. Um, so it says the graph shows the relationship between the number of hours students spent studying for an exam and the exam grades. Is the relationship represented by the graph? Wait, is the relationship represented by the graph a function? So now I'm gonna well, we'll explain how this works. I'm gonna drop a little gem here. It's not really the focus of this particular lesson, but one thing, there's a thing that you could do when you have the graph, and it's called. Write this down somewhere. Vertical line test. And then in parentheses, put functions, cross, once. So I can tell you right now, this is not a function because, so the way the vertical line test is, when you have a graph, if you draw a vertical line on the graph, if it crosses more than once, it is not a function. So if I draw a vertical line right along here, well, I'm doing the best I can. The problem that I had, maybe it's me, I changed tablets and it won't draw a straight line down. It gets all wiggly. But anyways, it crosses more than once here. So I know right now this is not a function. But, so here's the other thing too that they're trying to teach you. They said the input values for the number of hours spent studying by each student, and then they map the output values or the exam grades. And so if you notice, when x equals 2, the x's repeat. And notice when x equals 2, it crosses the vertical line twice. So based on that alone, it is not a function. So when you get the graph, the same thing occurs here. If I draw a straight line up and down, a vertical line, well, it's supposed to be a straight line, it crosses more than once, so that it is not a function. And so basically, because I have two 2's and I have two 9's, right, the x's repeat. And so now it says many real-world relationships are functions. For example, the amount of money made at a car wash is a function of the number of cars washed. Give another example. Yes.
How much you practice, school, study. You study in test grades, like.
Well, that's what this is, and it's not a function. Yes.
No, but there's a way.
Wrong.
How much homework you do?
That'll vary. Yes.
The amount of money per cookie you sell and how many cookies you sell. Oh.
Yes. So let's put that down.
How much you work, how much you make.
Well, I was gonna say, yeah. So anything, if it's linear, it doesn't always have to be linear, but like baker sells cookies would be one.
Are you copying my plagiarism? Brian, what somebody used this video?
So if the cost is, and then put in parentheses, price per cookie or dollars per cookie, like $sign per cookie. Because if they sell 10 cookies, they're going to get, $1 a cookie. If they sell 20 cookies, they're going to, so for every one unique output, so let's say something like that. So we could say the total cost is equal to we'll say $2 times X. Right? And I could replace that with a Y. So let's just put a Y because that's what you're used to, where Y represents the total number of sales and X represents the total number of cookies. So let's do it like this. Just say here, total sales and then this could be number of cookies. I get my hair cut at the barber shop. They charge a certain amount of money every day or every haircut. So a barber makes a certain dollar amount based on how many haircuts he does.
Yeah, I did how many hours you work, how much money you make.
Yeah, something per something works best, right? You get a per unit charge.
Miles per hour.
Yes. Yeah. What did you put?